Hello everyone and welcome back to Velvet Moments, a place where the smallest details can turn into the biggest stories, and where even the simplest interactions can leave a lasting emotional imprint. Today we're diving into something that has been quietly building excitement across the fandom. It begins with the preparations for BTS's second concert in El Paso. Preparations that feel more refined, more energized, and more intentional than ever before. But it doesn't stop there. Because beyond the polished performances and technical perfection, it's the spontaneous, unscripted moments that have unexpectedly captured everyone's attention. As rehearsals intensify, there's a noticeable balance between discipline and warmth. On one side, you see the relentless professionalism BTS is known for: hours of choreography refinement, vocal adjustments, and careful stage planning. Every movement is calculated, every transition reviewed, every detail sharpened. The second concert isn't just another show. It feels like an evolution. Step forward. A performance that carries not only technical improvement but emotional depth. But on the other side, almost in contrast to that intensity, you see something softer. There's laughter echoing through rehearsal spaces. There are small jokes exchanged between takes. There are quiet glances, playful nudges, and fleeting smiles that don't belong to a scripted performance, but to genuine human connection. And somehow, these are the moments that linger the longest. As clips and behind-the-scenes fragments begin circulating online, fans quickly pick up on these details. Even the shortest videos, just a few seconds long, start to form narratives of their own. A walk across the stage. A casual interaction. A reaction that seems almost too quick to notice at first glance. Yet when replayed and examined, they become something more. And this is where the conversation begins to grow. Among all the discussions, one dynamic repeatedly draws attention: the interactions between Jimin and Jungkook, often referred to by fans as JIKOOK. It's not just about what they do but how they do it. The subtlety, the timing, the way their reactions seem instinctive rather than planned. Fans begin analyzing everything: the angle of a glance, the softness of an expression, the distance between them in a given moment. Each detail becomes part of a larger interpretation. And whether those interpretations differ or align, they all stem from the same place: curiosity about a connection that feels both visible and elusive at the same time. This growing anticipation reaches its peak on the second day of the El Paso concert. The stadium is alive, filled with sound, light, and an overwhelming wave of energy. The performance itself is powerful as expected. But somewhere in the middle of all that intensity, a small, unexpected moment unfolds. It starts playfully. During one segment of the concert, Jimin suddenly shifts the atmosphere by pretending to cry. His expression is exaggerated, almost theatrical, yet convincing enough to immediately trigger laughter from the audience. The crowd responds loudly, fully aware that it's a joke, yet completely immersed in the moment. And then attention shifts. Jungkook notices. Instead of simply laughing along, he moves closer. There's no hesitation in his steps, no overthinking in his reaction. He reaches out and makes a gentle motion, wiping away Jimin's tears. It's a simple gesture. Soft, natural, almost instinctive. But in that simplicity something changes. The crowd's reaction intensifies. What was initially just a playful act suddenly carries a different kind of energy. One that feels warmer, more personal. And just when it seems like the moment has reached its peak, Jungkook adds something unexpected. In a quick, subtle motion, he mimics returning the tears back, an action so small and fleeting that it could easily go unnoticed. But it doesn't, because the cameras catch it. Fan cams from different angles begin circulating almost immediately, capturing that exact second from multiple perspectives. And suddenly what lasted only a few moments on stage becomes something that lives far beyond it. Fans replay it, slow it down, analyze it. Some see it as pure humor, a light-hearted interaction between two members comfortable with each other. Others see something deeper, a reflection of years of shared experiences, trust, and unspoken understanding. And perhaps both interpretations can exist at the same time. When compared to the first day of the concert, the difference in their dynamic becomes even more noticeable. On day one, Jimin had already drawn attention with his bold, slightly mischievous moment, lifting his shirt with confidence, teasing the crowd in a way that felt both playful and intentional. Jungkook's reaction then was quieter. A small smile. A calm presence. As if he had seen it all before. But on day 2 something shifts. The interaction feels more reciprocal. More responsive. Jimin continues to tease, but Jungkook engages more actively, responding not with big gestures but with subtle ones. A glance held a second longer. A smile that appears unexpectedly. A reaction that feels almost private, despite happening in front of thousands. There's a rhythm to it. A silent conversation that doesn't rely on words. And it's this unspoken communication that many fans find so compelling. Because it doesn't demand attention, it naturally draws it. Moments like these highlight something essential about BTS's performers. Yes, they are known for precision, for excellence, for delivering performances at the highest level. But beyond that, they bring something else to the stage. Something that cannot be choreographed. Authenticity. They allow room for spontaneity. For imperfection. For human connection. And in doing so, they transform their concerts into more than just performances. They become shared experiences. Spaces where both the artists and the audience exist in the same emotional moment. Outside of the stage, this impact continues to grow. Industry reports have shown that HYB experienced significant financial growth in early 2026, with revenues increasing dramatically compared to the previous year. Much of this success is tied directly to BTS and their latest projects. Their album, Erarang, quickly became a major force, achieving millions of sales within its first 24 hours. This level of demand reflects not just popularity, but sustained global influence. Meanwhile, their song Swim has dominated streaming platforms, becoming one of the most played tracks of the year. Other songs from the album have also reached hundreds of millions of streams, proving that their success isn't limited to a single hit. It's consistent across their entire body of work. These achievements reinforce a powerful reality. BTS is not simply part of the global music industry, they are actively shaping it. They set trends. They redefine standards. They create moments that extend far beyond music. And yet, despite all of that and influence, it's still the smallest moments, the quiet gestures, the spontaneous reactions, the shared laughter, that resonate the most deeply. So when we look back at the second concert in El Paso, what stands out isn't just the performance itself. It's everything in between. The preparation, the energy, the connection. And of course, that brief, unforgettable moment between Jimin and Jungkook. Was it just a joke? A simple interaction meant to entertain the crowd? Or was it something more? Something that can't be fully explained, only felt? In the end, the answer may be different for everyone. And maybe that's exactly what makes it so meaningful. If you have your own thoughts about this moment, feel free to share them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next story here on Velvet Moments. See you in the next video. Purple Heart.